So welcome everyone to the Citizen on the Record. We have two very senior journalists with us, Saeed Naqvi and Anil Tyagi, who will be speaking to us on the headlines of this month and how the media has fared, either in being attacked or in attacking. So the two issues that we are going to start with are Tripura, where the media and journalists are still being attacked by the government or by the police, and of course the farmers' stir, where the media itself has played a role, which places it under a big question mark. So Saeed Naqvi is a commentator, senior journalist, has been writing for a long time, recites ghazals and Urdu poetry beautifully, and we're so glad to have you with us. And Anil Tyagi has been with us for many years in the field. He is a senior journalist. He runs G Files, and welcome to the show. Thank you both. And Saeed, aap bataiye, what is actually happening in Tripura? Is it censorship of a different kind? Or is it that the authorities have always said that journalists, when they enter a conflict area...
is a particular pain with me.
Ji.
Is a particular pain with me, is a very special pain I nurse. Because I went to Tripura some months ago, in fact, over a year ago, before the last elections, at the behest of the Director General of Border Security Force, who had been posted to Tripura, to Agartala. उसका मुझे यहाँ घर में मेरे आए, कहने लगे भाई एक स्टेट है जिसमें के चीफ मिनिस्टर जो भी उसके पास काम आता है उसको पूरा करता है. मैंने कहा भाई पुलिस वाले तो चीफ मिनिस्टर्स की तारीफ नहीं करते. कहने लगे साहब ऐसा चीफ मिनिस्टर आपको नहीं मिलेगा. बीएसएफ का नाम क्या था? देखो, Vora, his name was. He wrote a book also, The Brave Hearts of Tripura. फिर मैं वहां गया. साहब, मैं आपसे बयान नहीं कर सकता हूं कि सरकार, मोदी गवर्नमेंट के जितने प्रोजेक्ट्स थे, आज आया पैसा और अगरतला से नहीं, आखिरी गांव से काम शुरू होता था और यहाँ जाके खत्म हो जाता था. जो हमारे उनसे पहले चीफ मिनिस्टर थे मानिक सरकार से, वो जब आए थे और इन्होंने बड़ा काम क्या किया था कि ट्राइबल्स और बंगालीज को कंबाइन, उनमें से नफरतें दूर करके एक कॉमन कॉज पे उनको ले आए थे. द चीफ मिनिस्टर, द प्रीवियस वन, the story about him was that he entered the Agartala chief minister's guest house with one box with three sets of clothes, some books, and his spectacles. He left the chief minister's house just with those three items. The family never had a bank account. It is unknown. It is unreal almost. They never had a bank account. Manik Da's wife, who was a school teacher, used to go in a rickshaw to her school. Cabinet ministers would go on a bicycle. Now, they were, you might call it, eccentricities. The people were by and large happy as far as I could see. But this unity had to be broken, and this was done perniciously. And I don't, otherwise I will...
I'm just interrupting you, but where does the media, where do the journalists stand in all this?
No,
considering that even yesterday a journalist was beaten.
In those days, don't forget that the media is controlled by interests. Those interests were not out to promote Manik Da and his Sarkar. They were working on their own steam. You must realize that the media, this very independent, अब तो independence जाती रही. जब independent था, तब Pran Chopra became the first Indian editor of the Statesman. And he lost his job. Why? Because he supported the United Front government in West Bengal. Why? Because the CPM, the communists, were part of it. So in this broad system. Remember, your independence was always circumscribed. And today it has come to a point where we have become a lamentation, a whole lament goes out, but then it has no effect. Because I'll tell you why it has no effect. Because gradually we are gaining effect through you, through Tyagi ji, through our friend Siddharth Vardarajan, through other social media networks that are operating. We have at least a voice. Mainstream में तो से हम तो withdraw कर गए हैं. हमें हमसे न वो पूछते हैं, तुम रुक के नहीं मिलते, हम झुक के नहीं मिलते, मालूम ये होता है, कुछ तुम भी हो, कुछ हम भी.
Say. So Anil ji, what do you have to say about this? Because कल भी
बात कहना चाह रहा हूँ सीमा, वो ये है कि ये दर्द जो हम लिए घूम रहे हैं, दिल जहाँ था वहां दर्द ही दर्द है. उसका ट्रांसफॉर्म किया है मैंने अपने दिमाग. मेरा कहना यह है कि जैसे एक तो पतंगबाजी में हमारे लखनऊ में और लाहौर में भी दो तरह के पेच होते हैं. एक पेच होता है जिसको कि खींच के अगले की पतंग काट दी जाती है, और दूसरा पेच होता है जब ये नहीं चलता और इसका मांझा अच्छा नहीं होता. वो मांझा वो डोर का वो हिस्सा है जो कि जिससे पेच लगते हैं. तो एक ढील का पेच होता है. ढील का पेच मतलब ये चरखी से तुम ढील देते चले जाओ, ढील देते चले जाओ, आखिर में वो पतंग उसकी कट जाएगी. क्या मैं कह रहा हूं? देखिए, ये मीडिया की क्रेडिबिलिटी के बगैर इसकी शेल्फ लाइफ नहीं रहती. अब शेल्फ लाइफ जियोलॉजिकल टाइम में मैं नहीं कह रहा हूं. हाँ, डेकेड्स में हो सकती है, सालों में हो सकती है, लेकिन हमेशा नहीं हो सकती. बात देखिए सामने, वेस्टर्न मीडिया का वेस्ट की सबसे बड़ी क्राइसिस में एक क्राइसिस ये भी है, द कोलैप्स ऑफ द क्रेडिबिलिटी ऑफ द वेस्टर्न मीडिया. अब हम उसको वो न्यूज ऑफ रिकॉर्ड नहीं देखते, अब हम सस्पिशन से देखते हैं. ये कह रहे हैं इसमें इनका एजेंडा ये, इसमें से हमने ये निकाल लिया. यहां हम बिल्कुल कॉपी कैट हो गए, बिल्कुल. यानी इंटरनेशनल अफेयर्स में तो कोई है नहीं. यानी मैं बार बार इस पे रोता हूं कि देयर इज नो वन इन काबुल, देयर इज नो वन इन काठमांडू, 1 hour's flight, both these places, and we are supposed to be an independent media. What I am saying is, ऐसा क्यों है, credibility क्यों गिरी है, उसको समझने के लिए I do not know whether you would like me to dilate, but I would like to say take about 2 or 3 minutes.
I will, but I am going to come to that after we, as another question altogether, because that's extremely important, the credibility. I'm going to Anil. When you're talking about, when he's talking about, Said has talked about the credibility of the Indian media. तो ये जो मारपीट होती है, जो त्रिपुरा में इतना they're being beaten and attacked, is this because the media has lost its credibility and the police feels that it can get after you with impunity? Or is it because that there is a certain atmosphere where the messenger is constantly being attacked and controlled?
Seemaji, that, unfortunately, the whole thing has been camouflaged, Everybody is working for their ulterior motives, that is in the state. And the Tripura, if you see geographically, it is 3 sides attached with Bangladesh and 2 sides. One side is with Mizoram and one side with Assam, And especially in the last 2 years, if you look at it, the migration which has been done there, all Hindu Bangladeshis are shifting there, The population imbalance is going to be there. 17 or 18% Muslims are there. The minorities are there. And the social media has its own agenda.
Muslims are only 8%.
Only 8%. Yeah, I'll tell you, the social media does not have the ownership. Newspaper or television have the owners. The structured media is there. Social media is an unstructured media, and you do not know who has penetrated into that or not. Whether it is the government, whether it is the VHP, whether it is the RSS, whether it is the CPI, TMC, Congress, every individual has its own agenda. If you see the circumstances of the Tripura right now, there was an ideal which was found on the hill where nobody knows whether it is Lord Shiva or Lord Vishnu or the Lord Lakshmi who has broken that ideal. That is no, it's all rumored. And on the basis of the rumors, these kind of the riots takes place. And the rumor is the biggest asset of the fascist. They confuse the people, they confuse the town, they create a havoc, and havoc is the asset of mesmerizing the whole the population that you see these people are doing the crime against us. So the whole town turns into the violence, you know. We have seen the Malyana, we have seen Allahabad, we have seen Lucknow, we have seen...
so that's the point. I'm just interrupting you because rumors is always behind a communal violence or caste violence or any violence. That's, we've been seeing it ever since we were cub reporters. The difference is the targeted attack that is happening on the Tripura journalists, where the girls were chased and arrested and the police followed them into Assam. Yesterday, another journalist was beaten and journalists are being prevented from going to the site to confirm for themselves what is happening.
But see, I'll disclose it to you, particularly in this whole discussion, the one very pertinent point is this: now nobody knows who is journalist. That is a problem. And the Press Council of India has constituted a committee right now under the guidance of the Supreme Court. So Supreme Court is trying to define that who is the journalist. The former NCRT chief, Mr. Rajput, is the head of that committee, and the government of India is constituting a proper format and defining who is going to be the journalist. So now in the social media era, the crisis is who is a journalist? A person who is getting the mobile and running and putting the mic on the thing and covering, say, channel 24 or channel 27, is he a journalist? Has he been trained? Why people are not telling that the Vishwa Hindu Parishad was bringing out the Prabhat Feris, demonstrations, and all Mohalla committees there in the town, that is, they are spread there in the newspapers in Tripura and across the northeastern newspapers. Why people are not telling? Because the municipal corporation elections are there. So they have to instigate that educated atmosphere in the town and in the state so that the municipal corporation elections can be captured, because they are just scared from the threat of the Mamata Banerjee and CPM. You see, the whole climax is changing, you know, in Tripura. So after a very long time, a wrestler chief minister is there. Yeah. And wrestler chief minister has its own mechanism to govern the state. That is a irony in India. The politician who has become the chief minister, whether he knows to govern the state or not, because I am covering only the governance part for the last 50 years. And it is a paradox. It is the irony in India.
So let me put the question that you've raised to Saeed. Who is a journalist? I mean, is it something that the government should define, or don't we have a definition of who is?
There is an issue, and the issue will be decided by us and by a whole body of journalists. And you see, don't forget, the profession, while it has been repressed, while it has been suppressed, has also burgeoned. There are two paradoxical things that have happened. While on the one hand, there is oppression, there is suppression. On the other hand, there is this new media has made possible for anybody and his neighbor to go with a mobile, with this telephone in which you and I are talking, to go and file a report. Now, naturally, all these people are not trained journalists. Not all these people can become playthings in the hands of good or bad influences. You follow? What has happened in Tripura, therefore, we do not know. For instance, you must remember, you and Tyagi would know, you would know, some months ago, all the CPM, CPI, all their political offices were attacked. Who attacked them? The most. Can you believe it? I mean, I'm swearing upon my credibility as a journalist. I was sitting in the office of the DIG in Agartala. I said, what is the crime situation? He says, crime. Well, there was one case of battery in the family. Can you believe it? I mean, I find it unreal that this system had to be disrupted because according to them, the wrong party was in power and they had to be dispatched. 2 months ago, all political offices were attacked. Now, who would want that story not to be covered? Those are the people who would cover those stories. These are not people who are working for the BJP. These are some either dilettantes, either motivated youngsters or journalists who are out to see the excitement of these officers being attacked, some to expose them. Therefore, there's a clash. The establishment, when the previous government was there, the media was attacking them. They survived the media assault. The funny thing is that the left of center space in Indian politics has no media. The left of center space has no media. The right and far right has the entire monopoly. It has the entire monopoly because of crony capitalism, because big business is with them and they said, okay, we deliver the media to you, now you deliver the oil to us or airports to us. So this game is going on. But as I said earlier, Seema, this cannot last. This cannot last. We've seen, after all, the farm bills, whatever the ultimate fate, even the most rigid of prime ministers went back a bit. According to me, whatever people might say, this is the important thing that the Prime Minister revealed, that he can change. And when he can change on this, he can change on the region. And when he can change on the region, he can change on many things. But all of that is contingent upon the elections in February and March. Once those elections are over, you take my word, change is in the air.
So that's one part of it. But the thing that really concerns us on this show is that the Prime Minister changed his point of view, but the media that was reporting, and which is now the farmers are calling the Godi media, is the media that never really raised questions or compelled the government to review its policy, because the role of the media, right from the years that we have to question. This is for you, Anilji, that we question the government, we raise questions, we force them to reconsider policies, we speak about the people and bring the voices of the people to the corridors of power. But somehow this time, the media ran a very virulent campaign against the farmers of this country, joining the authorities and calling them anti-national, calling them Khalistanis, calling them Pakistanis, and supporting the attack on them. So what has been the role of the media in your view, Anilji, on this, and how could it have been different?
Well, the Seemaji, one must understand the question should become why this is happening, What is happening that everybody is seeing, I will explain in a bit faster way. So they do not know whether गेहूं कहाँ होता है, मूली कहाँ होती है, क्या मूंगफली का पेड़ होता है, मूंगफली नीचे होती है. So they do not know the nuances of the total culture of the agrarian society. And what is the agrarian crisis is there in India, nobody knows. They are so mesmerized with the mechanism of Modi, and the owners of the television particularly are so trapped in the financial crisis. Until the Modi government supports them, their survival is at stake. So when the survival is at stake, they brief to the bureaus and the Johnnies of their departments to follow a particular route. So they are, number one, they are not from that background, like our army is there, or the other paramilitary forces are there. Second thing is the pressure of the owners. When a newspaper and a news channel collaborate with the government, what kind of news you expect? So it is not a question, it's a question is when your survival, even these anchors are getting the salaries of 8 lakh rupees, 9 lakh rupees. It is a checkbook journalism. They receive a 1 crore rupees. Why they will not praise Modi? Because the system will kick them out. They will be on road. They can't write, they can't sing, they can't play, they can't do anything. They can't. I've seen many journalists who have come to me for the job. They can't write an article. They have been working in the television. So this is a pity, This is irony. This is a very sad situation. Rather, when the Prime Minister Modi said that the agitation I will repeal these all laws, the anchor is asking when you are going to your home, when you are lifting your bag and baggage, rather to ask a question, what is your course of action now? What you are going to do? They are asking, अब आप कब जाएंगे? अब तो प्रधानमंत्री ने बोल दिया है. And then the farmer has to say, why we will go? See, the whole atmosphere is changed. When our senior colleague Syed Naqvi said, the question of the credibility of the media and the question of the credibility of the Prime Minister is at stake. And now the real threat is, and the danger is, to the Parliament. If Parliament do not perform in the coming days, the whole structure and the whole image will be wiped out. That is the crisis is going to be there. That is a major crisis.
Ji, I'll just add the question, then you can take it from there. Is that what Anilji has just said? It's very interesting because the media could have played a very major role in the farmers' struggle by reporting honestly. Forget agendas, lines. Reporting honestly on the side of the people, we might not have come to this pass where the Prime Minister's credibility is being questioned and even Parliament is up before people's scrutiny because the media has stopped scrutinizing. What do you think, Saiji?
Seema, I am in touch with people outside India also, and they report to me that not one but 2 villages have been constructed in Arunachal Pradesh by the Chinese. Time was when every channel would have 4, 5, 8, 10, 12 boxes, and General Bakshi downwards, everyone would be berating and going to war virtually with China. There is, have you noticed, deathly silence. No one is talking about it. On the farmers' issue, there has been a movement backward. What does that mean? It shows the redundancy of the media so long as it is on a short leash. Remember, credibility of the Western media went, and it went for a reason for which you don't have the time, otherwise I would dilate. And here, when you are on a short leash by the state, your credibility will go and everything will work despite you. Changes will take place despite you. And what that is when it will hurt all those anchors who are getting maybe big salaries. They can whatever. And I'm told they're asked to leave, then they come back. Cap in hand, they leave. Then they come back and reappear. So with this, is tareh ka agar, I mean, self-esteem agar chali gayi, यानी तब तो आदमी चला गया भाई.
बिल्कुल.
यानी
एक तरफ तो
सारी कायनात गई. अगर हमारी इज्जत हमसे ले ली गई और हमारी सर उठाने 100 बार गुलामी से बगावत बेहतर, 100 बार गुलामी से बगावत बेहतर. तो ये गुलामी, ये तो हम किसी की, हम तो वो थे, उस प्रोफेशन में आए थे और ये सोच के आए थे कि हम जो चाहेंगे. हमारे पास दौलत नहीं थी, इज्जत बहुत थी. हमारे पास पैसे नहीं होते थे. गाड़ी अगर चलाते थे तो उसको रिपेयर करने के पैसे नहीं होते थे. लेकिन जब प्राइम मिनिस्टर के ऑफिस में जाते थे तो इज्जत थी और दुनिया में इज्जत थी. लोग हमारा एहतराम करते थे. उसका
प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफिस में नहीं जाते हैं सईद साहब, वो बीट खत्म हो गई। अब तो आपको प्राइम मिनिस्टर से ट्विटर पे इंटरेक्ट करना पड़ता है। द बीट इज ओवर। There is no prime
अब
minister
हम
beat
लोग को
nowadays.
सिखाया था, आप ही लोगों ने सिखाया था, editors in Indian Express and others, कि आप, a journalist doesn't stand up for anyone except the president because he symbolizes the state. You don't stand up for the prime minister. And we've attended so many of their press conferences where the journalists never stood up. और आपको बस मैम और सर के अलावा
कह रहे हैं सीमा, वो अब एक रोमांस हो गया है, वो एक हमारा नॉस्टैल्जिया कर देंगे लोग, और है नॉस्टैल्जिया हो गया है, लेकिन इसमें से कोई एक नई चीज निकलेगी और वो निकल रही है, और वो आप देखेंगे। जैसे मैं कह रहा हूं, वक्त नहीं है आपके पास, वरना मैं आपको एम्पिरिकली प्रूफ करके, जिस जगह पे भारत है, where we are, we cannot stand for long. We will have to change, and that change, the indication of that suppleness is available in the change that took place day before yesterday. You take it from, of course, it is for the elections, but that is the small part of it. The big thing that I see is that there is now a willingness to accept that, yes, we can change. And that change is the big one.
And this is the tragedy for the media, because the media, Anilji, is kept out of this. हम लोग तो है ही नहीं, हम लोग है ही नहीं in changing the course.
I'll interrupt. Said Saab is saying the change is there. That perception is all right, but that change is for their survival. The change is not to ameliorate the condition of the society. The change is not to ameliorate the condition to improve the life of the common people. Change is there for the betterment of their political survival. That is the basic difference.
I agree with you, Tyagi ji, but I also have a point there. मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि इनका फायदा है क्या कि चीन वहां बैठा हुआ है अरुणाचल में और सब खामोश है, ये फायदा है इनका। ये अफगानिस्तान पे हम ऐसे घिर गए हैं कि हमारे पास कोई गोट नहीं है खेलने।
They are denying with the full knowledge of the physical, geophysical, political knowledge. Who there? नहीं, कैसे sustainable होगा? When our defense minister, when our defense minister goes and gave the gift to the INS Vikramaditya Visakhapatnam yesterday and says the certain forces wants to play the game in the high ocean.
त्यागी जी, एक बात मैं आपके सामने और रख दूं
जी,
मैं बात कर रहा हूं। कल के इंडियन एक्सप्रेस के पहले सफे पे एक कहानी है कि पाकिस्तान की हॉकी, जूनियर हॉकी टीम भारत में है। ये बहुत पिंग पोंग डिप्लोमेसी को याद रखिए, इनको हम और आप अभी पकड़ लेंगे तो हम उस मीडिया से आगे बढ़ जाएंगे। आप और हम और सीमा ये इन स्ट्रॉस को पकड़ें और पकड़ के आगे बढ़ें ताकि लोग देखें कि भाई ये बात तो सही कह रहे हैं।
देखिए सही साहब
बड़ा सा दायरा जो मिला
नहीं सही साहब,
क्रेडिबिलिटी को बढ़ाना।
सही साहब, the whole crisis is that in the whole geopolitical situation internationally, the Americans are a little bit hesitant now to deal with India in context with Afghanistan and Pakistan, because in Afghanistan and Pakistan their stakes are very high. And if you see the China and Russia, though we are consoling China by Russia by purchasing so many things from them, but there is a but.
I'm going to intervene in this.
तब्दीली होगी, ये मैं कह रहा हूँ।
हाँ, but इसमें tragedy तब्दीली होगी because everything changes, but इसमें tragedy ये है कि इस change में the media is a non-participant and we are really being kept out of it.
You and I are. You and I and Tyagi ji are. We are the media. भूल जाइए उन्हें।
We are self-claiming that we are media, but we are just little tool in the whole system, whole spectrum. But I tell you, I must disclose to you, and the new face of the media should be known to everybody in this country. Saeed Saab, you will be surprised and aghast. You know, the whole social media, which is you see on the live every day, the young boys have created a new job for themselves. They charge 1,000 rupees and 500 rupees to call the guest of different genre and different character to speak about the country and about the polity of this nation. So every day they are earning 2,000 rupees. In a month, it comes to say around 50,000 bucks. So it's a new shop is emerging up. So they are not media houses. They are the new shops like Patake wala, Pakode wala, Chai ki dukaan, Lallu ki dukaan. See, that is the tragedy with the media. You know?
So mainstream media, Tyagi ji and my dear Seema, the mainstream media is in the hands of those corporates and those industrialists who are in cahoots with the state. Not the state only. They were in cahoots always. Don't forget that Gandhi ji lived in Sevagram ashram and who helped him live there was Jamna Lal Bajaj, and Gandhi ji died in Birla House. So the arrangement between the national movement and our politics and our big business is an old one. They want us to forget it.
We'll go very long, Faisal, you know. We can keep on discussing all these things. You know?
I think there's a big noise over here. So I'm basically going to end this because this is fascinating and we can go on forever. It is unfortunate that the media, though I know we are the media and there are people like you who are standing up tall despite all the pressures, but it is also true that there is this big media, the corporate media that has succumbed. And it is unfortunate that today this means the weakening of democracy because we are the fourth pillar of democracy. You and I and all of us have seen how strongly the media can pressure governments, how we've changed policies in the past simply because of campaigns and coverage by us. But that seems to have gone the other way now. We are becoming propagandists and not speakers and messengers for the people. This is unfortunate, and this is why democracy also gets hit in the process. So hopefully this change is going to be a change where we all consider, introspect, and come out of it. Thank you so much, both of you. And it was very interesting.